Spark Somerset is an infrastructure charity supporting voluntary and community groups and charities across Somerset. We're here to support organisations on their journey from set up to running safely to becoming sustainable. And we also have a really increasingly important role around advocating for the sector and making sure that their voice is heard. There are thousands of charities and voluntary groups in Somerset. We're really lucky to have such a diverse voluntary sector in our county. And they range from the big charities that are the household names that we're all familiar with, right down to the really small grassroots organisations run by volunteers, working with their neighbours and supporting their communities. Based within the local community centre, the Street Volunteer Driver Service provides affordable and accessible transport for local residents.
I don't drive and my doctors are out of the area, so I was able to book door to door, collect from the doctors and bring me back. I've also used the service for shopping, visiting friends. It's opened up travel for me.
So a door-to-door local service meets the need for lots of people to do not only the things that they need to do, such as doctors and shopping and hairdressing appointments, but the things they really want to do to really get out and get their independence back and do the things that really make them happy.
All I have to do is pick up a phone, book a car, and it's just a brilliant service.
It's a huge thing. It's the difference of people coming out of their homes and staying in their homes on their own all the time.
A service like this is so important for people just to get out. Can't stress this enough, it keeps people alive. It really does. If it wasn't there, I think several of my clients would definitely go downhill very, very quickly.
We need support in terms of admin support, which we get from Spark Somerset for our DBS checks. We always need funding and we always need more volunteer drivers.
Spark Somerset are really great. They're always there, always willing to give us a hand, listen to what we've got to say and try and support us in any way that they can. The advertising they do, helping us to get in volunteers, it is just brilliant.
Kite is a project being run by Home Start and Minehead to help children, young people and families to make connections, learn and play. Here they are hosting one of their crafty crock sessions.
Our remit is connect, direct, deliver. Currently we deliver Crafty Crocs here, and that's a craft group for preschool children. We run a baby and toddler group in Willerton called Cubs Club. There's a group called Shine that we support on for families whose children may have extra needs, additional needs.
We're connecting communities to the professionals that we need them to speak to or have those services.
To let families and people in the area know what support's available for them, and that's like trusted support that's going to be here for the next 5 years into the future, not things that are just going to pop up and then disappear.
It falls on the voluntary sector, it falls on us to make sure that can happen. Those families like what we do, they trust us. If you take all that away now, that trust has gone. Those resources, those connections, that understanding, it would be devastating, literally devastating.
Bridgewater Hub is an example of what can be achieved when local organisations unite with a shared goal to make a positive difference in the lives of our community.
We're living during a cost of living crisis, so projects like this are absolutely vital because they are providing an important service for people who haven't got enough food. There's a freezer in the corner which is being filled with food for people who are hungry. It's not just for homeless, it's people who are struggling to make a living.
We cook multiple meals and we fill up the freezer, and they're individual little meals that all get frozen up, and groups can come and take some meals. Individuals can come and say that they need a few meals for the week, and it kind of like helps them out.
So everything is done by what I can get for nothing. And here it's not just about feeding people, but we also have things like the free table, so people can come, help themselves. I mean, if they want to leave a donation towards the food, they can.
It's important for me to come along and help here at the Hub in Bridgewater, partly because I'm retired and I'd like to do something for the community. And I think it's a fantastic cause.
If the Hub was, not just the Hub, places like the Hub were to disappear, then people would starve, people would really begin to suffer. And although we're cooking with free food, or food that would have gone into the bins. We put so much love and passion and thought into it that we're hoping that we make you feel like you're worth something.
These amazing charities and groups provide a lifeline for people in Somerset. They're often the first port of call for people in need, and quite often they're there to catch those people who fall between the cracks. Groups like this are at the heart of our communities, making Somerset a better place to live. So if you run a charity or voluntary group, or you're just really keen to get more involved in your community, get in touch with our team.